Be quiet.
Okay, we are recording.
Hello, hello, hello. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Day 4. We are here. Good evening. You know what I love about y'all? Y'all are always on time. I mean, the room is always full. I had a crazy day, but I am so excited to be ending my day with the Enroll 20 challenge. Y'all heard us laughing because my sister is so silly. We were on here just cracking up, talking about stuff we don't have no business, getting ready for you all, and we realized that we hit record. So we are here with you. We're excited. Welcome into the room again. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. If you are bilingual, trilingual, if you speak of the Spanish, Espanol, if you speak in tongues, if you speak French, if you, whatever you speak of, whatever 4 is in that language, that is the day that we are on today. So welcome to day 4 of the Enroll 20 Bootcamp. I'm super excited. For those of you who do not know me, and I need to change my name on the screen, girl, my man will be very upset with me. My name is Coach Natalie Woods West. I am a performance coach for childcare millionaires. I am the girl who is going to help you get your process, your people, your systems, and your mind together. And I'm excited to be with the VIP tonight because, I already think that I'm somebody. The Bible says, so as a man thinketh, so is he. And I thinketh that I am a big deal. And so thank you so much for hanging in there with us all week. We're going to give a couple of folks a few minutes, but because you are already here, I know we do it every night, but I want you to meet a new friend. So again, drop in, introduce yourself, tell us your name, where you're from, and the name of your center. And I know it may seem redundant, but I even want you to get used to doing this from a marketing perspective. Like you should always be talking about your business. So introduce yourselves. And as you do that, if you see somebody who pops up and you guys are in the same city, or maybe you've seen them on every night, feel free to direct message them. Say hello. Hey, I would really get to know you. Let's plan to meet up in Houston, Texas, March 14, 15, 16, 17. I give all the, I'm not March, May. I give all the days because I'm there the whole week. But hopefully we'll get to meet you that weekend. So yes, introduce yourself. For good evening for those of you who are on the East Coast. We know it's a little later than for those of us who are Central Time. If you cook something good tonight, will you save me a plate? Because I haven't made dinner, haven't had anything to eat. So if you cook something good, as you introduce yourself, can you just drop in the chat what you cooked? And I'm just going to dream about your meal. I'm
And
not
so, Coach Nat, a few of them have not introduced themselves on the mic, so maybe we can get two or
going
three
to.
who have not introduced themselves this week to come on.
Now, see, she messy. I wasn't going to even bother y'all. I wasn't going to do that.
They know
But
the routine. They
if,
know the routine.
if you have not introduced yourself, and Brady, I'm a spotlight us for everyone. I'm a producer. I'm also a producer.
We're
If you
spotlighted.
If you have not introduced yourself to the entire group, can you just raise your hand using the raised hand feature or even just wave at me? And I want to make sure that you get to introduce yourself tonight. Again, you are VIP, darling, so we want to get to know you. But again, as you come into your room, introduce in the chat. But I'm going to ask for 3 of you, at least 3 of you, to raise your hand tonight and introduce yourselves to us. Okay. I'm gonna be Brandy. I'm gonna be bold. I told him who I was, but can I tell him my business?
Shh. I don't know what you're gonna say, so yes, maybe.
Okay, maybe so. Okay. So I told y'all I'm Coach Nat. I'm super excited to be here tonight. But I did not start off in childcare. I didn't even know anything about this thing called childcare. It was that girl right there who introduced me to this world. I have a 30-year corporate executive background with a background in marketing, communications, diversity, equity, and inclusion. And so, what I think is really cool about my background is that I've been able to bring that into childcare to help you develop the type of culture that you need, to put together the marketing plans that you need and strategies that you need. And also just to make sure that you're not running just a mom and pop, but that you're actually running an organization that is profitable, that is scalable, and that has systems and policies and procedures. Because a lot of times we go into this with our heart and we don't go into it with our head. And so that's my introduction. I need my 3 people
So Miss
to,
Patricia is first.
okay.
Hi, ladies. I'm Patricia Crawford Cole. The name of my center is Little Treasures Learning and Development Center in Toledo, Ohio.
Oh, welcome. Hello. How are you? How long have you been
Fantastic.
open, Patricia?
I just opened, I think it was January the 9th.
Woo!
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah,
Come on. I'm trying to find my clap reactions. Come on. Can we encourage our sister? That is
please and
awesome.
thank you.
And what have you enjoyed most about Enroll 20?
Oh my gosh, it is like get the people in the door. It's using the swag bags and the tour. So and I did implement them. So I have 8 kids right now. So we gave out coats. I had a Santa event. We gave out coats, gloves, hats, and swag bags. So yes.
Awesome. All right. Well, I'm excited to have you here.
Thank you all.
Welcome. Thank you so much for being brave and introducing yourself to your child care cousins. So,
Thank you
who
so much.
who is up next? Who is next?
Because Coach Nat, I know who haven't introduced themselves, so they're gonna make me call. Shakayla has not introduced herself this week. Linda has not introduced herself. Y'all might as well. Tina has not introduced herself this week, so
Good.
they might as well get on with the get on. All right.
Get
So
on up.
Tina, since you're on camera, I'm choosing you. You there. You
Don't
in
be
it to win.
punishing Tina for being on
I am
camera.
punishing Tina because she
Tina,
cute.
I got your back.
Yes, and we want to cut our hair just like Tina's. We've been talking about it.
Yeah.
Um, okay. So I'm in San Antonio and I have the Tiny Disciples and we just opened January the 9th.
I love it.
Yeah.
So
What was
invite
January
us
the
to
night?
invite
I'm
us to
sorry.
the Riverwalk.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well, you got a twin, two January the 9th centers. So thank you so much for introducing yourself. We love to get to know more about you. All right, one more brave soul. Who is next?
Sharon Talley from Houston Kids Connect Child Development Center.
Now, Sharon, you are right down the street. Don't play with us. Do not play with me. You are right down the street. You are my neighbor. What side of town are you on?
I'm off of 45 and 1960.
So now I'm gonna have to pop up on you because not only do I live that way, but so does Dr. Connie. So see, I'm gonna have to we just gonna have to drop by and see you. So and make sure that you're at the conference in May. Can we hear you?
Uh-oh.
And Tanya's like doing her head. Tanya Hicks is not far from 45 and 1960. But I'm in Humble. I'm in Humble. Don't make me feel so outside.
Please do.
Dropping by.
Please do.
Dr. Connie says she's dropping by. Her house is literally right there, 45 and 1960. So welcome. It is such a pleasure to meet you. Whenever we meet people in Texas or in Houston, we're always excited because I think we should have more people in our family from the great state of Texas, but we love everybody. But welcome and thank you for introducing yourself tonight.
Yay. All right, so Coach, now we're going to do some more audits. So last night we did a few. I think we got through almost everyone that was on our list. However, if you want us to do an audit of your Facebook page, website, it could be your website even, or your Google page, drop your link in the chat. I can tell you, y'all, a lot of us have marketing efforts, and maybe Natalie will give us some tips about marketing efforts while we pull up that first page. Because the thing about it is, when people come to you, they're making a decision. And there have been so many things that we've done to stand out over the years. And there's so many things we have to even remind ourselves, make sure that you do this. So if you want us to check out your website, your Google page, or your Facebook page, drop the link in the chat and we'll do what we did last night. But while we're doing that and we're waiting on those, and I'll try to pull up the ones, make sure we did all the ones from the other night. Now, can you tell them like some of the marketing strategies that you found have worked for our centers and other centers in the organization?
Absolutely. I am going to first start with something that a lot of people really, really overlook. So, a lot of times when we do, not a lot of times, but all the time when we do site visits, I find that schools are very concerned about what is on the inside of the building, but they don't think about what is on the outside. And we recently had one center who literally enrolled 10 kids just because she put a sign outside. So I want everybody to think about what is outside of your building and not just your static sign. Do you have flags? Can you put ground signs with the stakes that say now enrolling? Some people they kind of own the land in front, even if you can create a message, you know what I'm saying? um Quality education, nutritional meals, call now, schedule a tour. If you can create even a story as they approach your building. But a lot of times people don't really know you're there, that you're there. You assume that they do, but those flags, those signs, they make a huge difference. And so that's your marketing, especially if you're in a high traffic area. If you're not in a high traffic area, let's just say that I have to find you. I wouldn't just like drive by and see you. That's when you have to be a little bit more creative with your marketing. And outside of social media, which we always talk about, I want you all to be thinking about strategic partnerships and relationships. You need to offer a discount for the teachers in your community so that you can attract educators. You can call the HR department of, if you have a certain industry in your community, call the HR department at the local hospital or the local junior college and let them know that you offer childcare and develop a partnership with them, because a lot of them cannot afford to provide childcare for their workers. But if they partner with you to provide it, then they look good, but you also are able to get those extra enrollments. And so I want you to really think about who is out there that you could schedule some meetings with and go sit down and become a child care partner for. And I have centers who provide child care for hospitals, for clinics, and they become the preferred provider. Junior colleges, even though some campuses have child care, they don't have enough space to take all of the professors and the students' kids. And so kind of think outside the box. The local Walmart, Brandy and I were at Papados, 3-4 weeks ago. And I was ordering my food, and the manager came up because the Papados is across the street from our daycare. And I said, "Hey, can I bring you some flyers? And we will provide childcare for your employees." And she was like, "Absolutely, we would love that." And so I want you to just start thinking outside of the box and thinking about those missed opportunities. So if there's anybody in here who has a partnership like that, drop it in the chat and kind of let us know, because I'd love for you to kind of share how you did it and what the benefit has been of a partnership very similar to what I'm talking about.
I love it. I love it. If you got something from what Coach Nat said, some of you going to try, drop it in the chat. We really want to make sure VIP gets some of those extra tips. That way, when you see VIP, you're like, okay, that's for me. We try to give y'all extra time, extra resources. So, Coach Nat, this is our first audit of tonight. And I'm already a little excited about one thing. I want to know if you're excited about the same thing. Can you see?
Well, I mean, the first thing is people are moving. I don't know if that's what you're excited about, but people are moving.
Can you see I'm sharing the screen?
Yes. But I have pictures on top. So hold on.
Okay.
But go ahead and tell me what you're excited about while I'm getting my screen.
I know that this is a newer center. This is Avery's center. She already has 721 followers. So Avery, you got to give us the tip, because a lot of the ones we've seen this week, they haven't had as many followers. So right away, I see that that's something really good that you're doing, is making sure that people are following your page. I'm trying to see your banner. On your banner, I'm just going to tell y'all, it's the first thing people see. Try to get your city and state there, if it's just your logo or your phone number or your website. Just in case they scroll down, you just don't want to miss that opportunity.
And I actually want to see kids, Avery. Like, you're really creative. Yes, and keep your mic unmuted. I want to see kids immediately. It's clean, but it's not grabbing me because I want to see the babies.
Okay.
And you can have that design, because I know the banner size is kind of weird. So you don't want to take away from the niceness of your logo. So you can probably have a nice little banner design like on Fiverr. Address correct?
Yes.
So I see you just have the city and state. Is there a reason why you don't give the full address?
No,
Okay.
you're right.
Well, if somebody is wanting to stop by, you don't want them to have to figure it out. So if you don't have a reason against it, I maybe would add the full address. Are these your correct times?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Good, good, good. So I actually love that y'all had an outing with the staff, showing kind of the staff being together. I can't really hear what
I think you would have to share the audio too, Brandy. It's
yeah,
not
I'm
that.
gonna have to share the audio. I was wondering if she was talking over it. It's music, but you were not talking over it. But a great thing that I may would have done is be like, our staff at Curious Kids, we work hard, we play hard. Put a little voiceover to it. That would have been good. I love
Okay.
male teachers. Is this one of your teachers?
Yes.
I love male teachers. I love making sure there's no stigma around male teachers. Now, I don't know what this doll is doing in his lap. So I'm just gonna say be very like aware of all of your pictures. Um,
Mm-hmm.
the little boy, it looked like the police was coming to get him. Like, what are you looking at? He looking at you.
You look at me.
So I'm always very cautious about how students look. Is everybody happy? I don't want no parents saying like, "Why was my child not?" Like, I'm always thinking about it. And I actually would have
Mm-hmm.
loved if all of them were facing the teacher. I know sometimes you
Okay.
got to take 10 shots to get it. Um, but I do
Mm-hmm.
like that you are posting consistently. Okay.
You see that date night drop off? You see that? Are you charging for that, Avery?
It was $35.
Uh-huh. And how was your registration?
7.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's a clock that, y'all, like that. Those are the type of things that get parent engagement, but parents want to go out. They already at the daycare. It's a safe place for them to leave their kids. We even do times where kids who are not enrolled, when we have after hours things, we let them come as well. So if you're looking for a way to kind of do some outreach and have fun at the same time and introduce your center to parents, things like that, parents night out, Valentine's, they keeping them during the holidays while they go shopping, doing gift wrapping. Those are really great ideas.
So the last thing I'm going to test on your page is if you have a automated message set up. So I sent you a hello. One of the things that you can do is go into your settings. That way, if any parent messages you, they can get an instant message, right? So you
Okay.
can go into your settings in your messenger and you can do an auto response just like you do for an email and say, thank you for checking in with us. We will a person on our team will get back to you momentarily, or you can find out more about our program at your website and also leave the phone number because some people may need something really, really quick. So I would just make sure that your auto message was set up and get some more reviews. More reviews, more reviews, more reviews.
When you say auto message, you just mean words, or you mean like auto, like me talking?
No,
No.
just words.
Words. Okay.
Just words. Yeah. It will definitely help you be able to for them to get that quick response because if you're working, it's a weekend, they may not get a response until Monday.
Okay.
So just like you do for your and that she has that good info at Curious Kids STEM Academy. Come on.
See it.
We appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Mm-hmm. It's just too long.
That's okay. It's
Yeah.
professional. That's okay. All right. Well, thank you. I'm gonna let Coach Nat do the next one. We are bringing
Let's see who was bold.
Patricia, you have to, that's an email. Can you give us the actual link
Sorry.
to the page? Yeah, if you put it in, we'll go to you next. All right, I'm gonna go to
Let me,
Shaniqua. We're
yeah.
gonna do her website.
Awesome. You take a look.
Um, all right, and Miss Sharon too, if you could give us the actual link, it'll make it so much easier for us to get to your page. All right, Coach Nat, you got it.
So the first thing I'm gonna say is when it popped up, I smiled. I think that I love the colors. I love now it was moving, it stopped moving on me. Oh, there it is. So it does have some movement, which is really good. And I think the fact that you're scheduled, that you've highlighted the tour and you've highlighted the phone number, I don't have to look for the tour. I don't have to look for the phone number. And if I look up top, you have the address, even above where you have all of your pages. Now you got quite a few pages here. So, but let's scroll down for me, Brandy. I do love
I
this.
love that the top stays in place so the parent doesn't lose that good information. All right, what do you want me to click on?
No, I want you to scroll down. I want to see what's below the line. Okay, great. And so the next thing is right up front, you have, how to get in touch with us. Not so much really about the center first, which is something I don't see all the time, but I don't mind this because the bottom line is if a parent is interested, you want them to get to this very quickly. All right. Providing good quality for your loving kids. All right. Okay. And then you kind of talk about what it is that you do. I love it. So remember yesterday when we talked about if you can use pictures of your kids, it's better. So that's the one thing that I would say to you just looking at the homepage. I love that you have actual reviews on your website that people can read. But the only thing for me that would elevate this is for you to use real pictures of your kids. And I know a lot of times when you're dealing with web designers, you don't always have those readily available, but that could be a goal of yours, over the next 6 months is to kind of migrate your photos to be photos of your actual students. Okay.
And y'all, I want to just point out she's using Sotellus. This is the actual system that we use as well. And if you notice, she has 23 reviews. A lot of the other people we looked at, they've had 3 reviews, 5 reviews, 4 reviews. But Sotellus actually does 2 things. It asks your parents for reviews if you put their information in, but it only republishes your 4 and 5-star reviews. And so it is a great way. And her website is actually prompting people, hey, leave us a review. So this is amazing.
Yeah,
All
it
right.
looks really good.
So now I agree with the pictures. Where else do you want me to go?
Can you, yeah, I was just to say, can we have the reviews? We have Chris. Can we go to enrollment?
Yes.
All right. So this is just a pre-enrollment form. So I love that the form is there. But I think this is still a good place, even though you talk about your school on your homepage. This is still a good place to give a little more about your infant program, your pre-K program, your toddler program, and still have that form on this page. Because when I get here, there's no, if I only went here and I clicked enrollment and I never scroll down your page, I wouldn't know anything about your school. So I would definitely do that. Can you also do schedule a tour and then virtual tour for me? And you're welcome to talk back to me if we need to talk. Oh, I like it. Do y'all see the 3D? You fancy, huh? Let's look around. Okay, go down the hall. So, guys, this is not difficult to do. You may think that it is, but there are companies that you can hire. They come in, they take the picture, and they provide this technology for you. I think this is amazing. We have a lot of families who call us who are relocating. They can't come in. So, not only could you do a virtual tour from an iPad or a laptop, this allows them on their own to take a tour and a walk through your center. So I really applaud you for this. This is really great. Whoever built your website did an excellent job.
I
All
can come
right.
off mute now. I was driving. I'm sorry. But it's set up with CBA and then Sotellus. They are the 2 that operates everything for me.
Very good. Very good. No, it looks great. Yes, this is good. So my biggest things, like I said, for you I would try to over the next 6 months incorporate pictures of my kids. I would make sure that on the enrollment page that you really do give a case for enrollment and really highlight what you do.
Okay.
Yeah, but other than that, I think that you have a really good start. I love that when you click, you can self-schedule the tour. I see that. So that makes it really easy for parents to do it. So you're off to a really good start. This looks great. And if your social media mirrors this, Brandy, go back.
It does.
Is your social media icons on here? Are they on here?
They are. They're at the bottom.
Just click it real fast. We got to do a couple more, so I don't want to spend a lot of time. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so
Louisiana.
that's what Natalie was saying about incorporating at least a kid in your banner photo. So we used to do our king and queen. Yeah, and they would be a part of our promotions. And if you notice, she has shares and comments because she's including the kids in what she's doing, right? And we find that pages who do this, they're going to get more comments, more shares. So she's kind of proven that through just us looking at that. Now, I want to see you post a little bit more because we haven't posted since October, lady.
No, so what happened was we have an Instagram profile and an Instagram page,
Mm-hmm.
and so they are linked for the pages, but our active one is the actual Instagram profile that has all of the stuff on there because of with the name, the way that the name is, we had to that's our Instagram. It's linked to that one.
Okay, well, we need to figure that out. Who's ever doing your social media, they definitely want to figure that out because depending on where the parent goes to, they're gonna miss that. It looks one is definitely getting more love than the other.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's a way you should be able to post to both at the same time. That way you don't even have to do it twice, right?
Okay.
So congratulations. It looks really, really good. I love it. I love it. I love it. So just take the feedback that I provided and work on those things and we'll be good to go. I think we got another one, Brandy.
Let me see. Okay, Miss Patricia put hers in
Dr.
here.
Connie says she loves it.
This is going to be our last one. VIP, we've been going over. We've been getting in trouble every night. This is so good. Hopefully, this is helping you give you some examples because a lot of times we don't go to other pages.
Woo. Look at that. That says something. Okay. So I love the image of the boy with the like the question marks and the light bulb and all of that. It gives a lot. I do want to tell you that development is misspelled. And that's one of the things, guys, that we have to watch on our websites is if you have misspelled words and you're in education, that is something that will cause some parents to look the other way. And so, as me being a marketer, a writer, an editor, it jumped out at me as soon as I got on here. I love the colors. It is serene. I think a lot of times when we do childcare, we think we got to do red, green, blue, yellow. We got to stay with those crayon colors, but we do not. I love the blue mixed with the orange and the green. I love you that you have some things scrolling across the top. Your hours of operations are very clear. And I see the address, so I know where you're located. On the homepage, I'm looking for an image that grabs me, and I'm looking to know where you are located, and I'm looking for a phone number. So I see all of those things.
And I'm going to just tell you guys now, watch as I scroll up. All right. What happens to that good information Natalie just talked about? Somebody let me know in the chat. Right. And so it disappeared. If you can get them to lock
You want them to lock. Yes.
Mm-hmm. You want them to lock that home screen. That way, as everybody is scrolling, that part stays, front and center. I will say, and I don't know if it's because I have the page super big. Do some of the items look bigger than others to you, Nat, or is it me?
No, I think because we have Enroll with us today and there's this big white space and there's nothing else there that looks smaller. It looks lost to me. The functionality of Enroll with us today is great because you want to ask that question, but I think there's a way to incorporate that into the banner or even incorporate it, remove the white section if they could. It could be a template, either add some more to this or put it in another section so it just doesn't look like it's just floating there alone.
Yeah. And I would suggest that you get their name, their email, phone number. I would get more information because they're not going to enroll from your website. They're probably going to book a tour. And like, even if you have their email, you don't even know how to address them, right?
So what you always need is the parent's name, an email address, a cell phone number, the child's name, the age, and how soon are you looking to start? right? Because that means when you pick up the phone and make the call, you are armed with everything. So if anybody, I see people writing, you want a parent's name, an email address, a phone number, the child's name, their age, and when they are looking to start. And you can do that as a drop down that says, 1 to 2 weeks, 3 to 6 weeks, or so that, or you can just leave it open ended. Because without that, you can't really make a quality call, right? So you want to be able to make a quality follow up.
So I'm going to schedule a visit. So when you go to schedule a visit, do you realize it goes to FaceTime? I guess it goes to calling your center.
Who is this? You can unmute your mic. Let's get them up.
Okay, it's me. It's me.
Okay.
Okay, so no, I'm actually meeting with her tomorrow. So I'm loving all of the feedback because I'm not real savvy with this. So I love everything. Keep it coming because I'm taking notes as fast as I can because I'm going to correct everything tomorrow morning.
I love it.
I love this, and I'm glad you're on. So, do you mind if I, because now that I know you're meeting with her,
yes, ma'am.
I definitely want to give it to you. So, a safe, go back up, Brandy. A safe and happy place. Nope, back down, right under the green. It was like part of it was about. See, I guess. Oh, it's filling it in. Oh, okay, okay. Right.
Yeah, I would say, and I see that you're starting to work with Sotellus for the integration. So that's good. One of the things, even if Sotellus looks at your page, they're gonna tell you to lock, but there is some spatial things. Some things are bigger than others. I looked at it on my phone, and like the font here is super big. Hours of operation is a different font. It's like a layover of text. And then we don't have enough information here. And then look, a place to learn and play and grow is super big. So this could just be some spatial things that they need to incorporate. I would link the Facebook pages. It may be all the way at the bottom, but it's a pretty long page. Now, even this form is different. So I would say to have the same form and the same spaces. But it's a good start, like Nat said.
And you need more kids. I was happy to see them pop up at the bottom, but it's just a lot of information and people. Can I tell y'all the truth? And y'all know this. People don't read. They really don't read. And so it's not that you don't want information out there, but when you just have a lot of text, you really need the pictures and the highlights. It forces them to call you. Too much text. It just like this. They're not reading it.
Yeah, and this screams ChatGPT. Now listen. When you use ChatGPT, it likes to give you a lot of emojis and things like that. Some things are bolded, some things are not. The way to use ChatGPT is to always go back and re-edit to make sure it has a natural feel. I use ChatGPT every single day, right? And so I have no problems with you using it. You just want to make sure that as you're using it, it's not screaming it, But I think that you're off to a good start. I'm so happy that you're meeting with her tomorrow. That's a cherry on top situation.
I want to ask one question. I know we got to get started. How many of you if you have your rates on your website, I want you to put a 1 in the chat. And if you don't have your rates on your website, I want you to put a 2 in the chat. And if you don't have a website, I want you to pat yourself on the head.
Slap yourself. No, just playing.
No, but for real, this is a thing that we explore with our mastermind a lot. I see a lot of 2s. Okay. Can I find, is there one?
No, it was a lot of 1s first.
Okay, in the beginning. Okay. So the one people came first.
1,
okay.
2.
Shavonda,
it was like 4
Tanya.
1s.
See, a lot of these ones know us. I think if you've been with us any amount of time. So will somebody, and Brandy, if we got to move on, you let me know.
We got 2 minutes and we're going to close up. All of my wonderful general admission, y'all come on in. Tomorrow we all start at 7. Tomorrow is the only day we all start at 7. So Nat, wrap up this and then.
No, I want somebody, I just want real quick, somebody who has a 2, who is brave enough to tell me why you don't have your rates on your website. What is your thought behind not having your rates on your website? Anybody want to tell me?
Yes.
Go ahead, Miss Moore. Hi, Miss Moore. Where are you from?
Los Angeles, California.
Come on,
Okay, so our rates are really competitive and they try to box us in. It's like a political piece. So I have two with some agency as I work with that have the rates there, and those are usually my cash paying clients. So I have them. And then the one where I pick up from everywhere, I do not have the rates there. And a lot of people, you just never know who's playing around with you and who's trying to get you in trouble. So if you call and say, "Oh, I charge 280," well, it says so and so in one area, and then you will be in trouble if you receive subsidy. So it's kind of a slippery slope. So the one that's out to the masses, it don't have nothing on it. But the one with the certain agencies, which are two of them, then I have the prices listed, and it's actually whatever the current regional market rate. And then I do have something that says every July it may be subject to a change.
Okay. So I'm going to tell you this. I understand the subsidy part, and so we list our highest rates, and sometimes we'll put promotional rates may be available, like if we're doing a special. But in our state, probably like your state, we cannot charge like subsidy higher than we charge cash pay.
Yes.
Because they're like, if you're going to charge
Yes.
you have to charge this. So we put the highest rate.
Okay.
We put our highest rate that we can put, which we normally do $10 over the subsidy cap. That's
Okay.
like our starting point. But from time to time, if we're offering promotional rates or we're offering a free week or something like that, we may put promotions may be available, scholarships may be available, and the states don't know if that's a state scholarship or if that's an internal scholarship. And so those are some ways to get around it.
Yeah, I've done that in the past. So I do know that to be true here. We just had a lot of really weird stuff going on with the political climate.
Yeah, California look different though. Yeah, y'all.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
yes, it does. Absolutely what you said is absolutely a truth. And I've done that. I did that for many years. Yes.
I love it. And then Shavonda said on the other end, she feels like posting, thank you, Miss Adrian, posting the race just cut out the parents who not listen, if you're not gonna pay, you can't stay no way. And I'm not changing my rates. And so for me, I don't want to have a call with 25 people who don't want to pay. Like that's my reason why we post our rates. We post them in the center. And we do try to post right above subsidy because if we're not charging what subsidy charges, they won't. And if we have a parent we need to work with, trust me, they'll ask you, do you have a discount? Baby, they're not too proud to beg. All right, Coach Nat, let's close it out.
Yeah, so we can close it out. Thank y'all so much. Now, I wanted to play the game, and maybe we'll have a chance later to kind of talk about it. But what I do want you to know, those of you who are not posting rates, is you're not you're like Randy said, you're getting parents who are going to waste your time, number one. But number two, you want them to know